guy. We're not saying that it's conclusive proof, but it's showing us a lot of interesting stuff. Now you tell me what this white dot is in this picture, because it's not a lens flare and it's not a piece of dirt. Check this out. So there is an approaching planetary system, a solar system. That's what we theorize and believe. And in this picture, he's captured one of the objects we think that are in that system. And what I'm trying to tell everybody, and I'm telling you right now, that this is really a good time to search your own soul and start to really think about your life and really, honestly give your life to Jesus, man. I mean, he is an excellent path to God, trust me. And the only one, quite frank. So, enjoy today's video. Check out the Skycam in Australia here, in Gorge Creek Orchards in Australia. Look at this strange image of a seeming orb being illuminated by the sun and then moving quickly off into the western direction. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Take a look at that. Oh my. Is anybody else seeing that? That is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Man, so I went down to check out the other Australian cams, and I don't know what I'm looking at here. This is the Savannah cam right now, and I'll zoom out here in a second, but I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't know what that is. Project Bluebeam? I don't know. But yeah, something weird, man. That is definitely strange. Very strange. Now, this kind of goes to the Sam Hoffman theory, but this is Sharon Harbeck, basically, looking opposite from the sun, and seeing this kind of green thing, and then seeing this kind of darkness, like it's a huge kind of body. So, just an interesting, another picture from Sharon. Check this out, man. This is the geostationary satellite image, and what you have is this humongous shadow. And the question you have to ask yourself is, why during midday, or relatively in the afternoon, where this should be the brightest part of the United States, do we have a huge shadow appearing? Could it possibly be a huge planet blocking the sun? I don't know, but it is definitely an interesting theory. Speaking of pole flips, a subscriber sent me this really interesting map. I don't know what the origin is. I'm not a cartographer, but what it would seem to depict is that there was a time when perhaps, I don't know if we've even mapped Australia until just recently with ice sonar. So if this is an accurate map from way back, it would seem that Antarctica at one time was not under ice. Okay, that's kind of what maps like this say to me, anyway. But if anybody has any other comments on this map, or any more information on this map, I just thought it was a really interesting old map. And if that's an accurate depiction of Antarctica, which it looks like it is to me, then that would just be something, another data point. You know what I mean? Here's a cool corroboration. See this little disc up here? And see how it's got a big notch cut out of it? Does that have anything to do, or is it anything in common with the Nebra sky disc, per this subscriber that was kind enough to send this in, Gina? But basically, it looks like the same exact chunk taken out. It's just an interesting corroboration, I think. Thanks, Gina. Check out this, like, basketball-sized hail in Miramar. But the reason I wanted to show you this is because this is the kind of, I think, developing severe weather that we have to start to mentally prepare for. Too bad the people in Miramar didn't have a chance to mentally prepare. It was very shocking to them. This is what it looked like. Thank you for the Two Preachers YouTube video for this YouTube channel for this video. Here, I'll fast forward it because it gets really intense. Look at that. So it's really, you got to have a place where you can go, where you can feel safe when stuff like this is falling out of the skies, guys. Okay?
Often talk over footage like it.
So just wanted to give you a heads up on what big humongous hailstones look like. People are starting to get really good at putting their finger up to the sun during key times of the day and capturing a lot of different stuff in the around the sun. And if again, I'm one of those people that I'm looking at this and saying, well, it can't be a lens flare because the sun's being covered up. Um, so really, these could be known planets or stars, I suppose. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Check out this shot. Just got it in from the Addicted to Sports I can see webcam, and basically what we see is this orb up here. Now the deception. This is the subscriber saying the deception is real. I can't believe they're cloaking panics like this, and I think she's referring to a lot of this, noise going on up in here and stuff like that. But here we've got like what is actually I think a reflection or refraction. But check out the orb up here. This orb has a reflection in the water. Pretty interesting. This one was sent to me just now, and what the subscriber said that they took this in the western sky as the sun was setting, and they actually captured this orb. The subscriber claims that the orb was there and visible, and it was not a lens flare. This is a special shout out to the young lady that sent me, or young man that sent me this from Hawaii. I'm going to show this because it's interesting, and I think what she's trying to illustrate, or what we're trying to illustrate here, is first of all, there's some interesting components going on in this photograph, but I think what they're trying to illustrate is that the sun is flashing, and something just darted across the sky. I don't know if you guys saw that, but yes, I'll show this video because it's interesting as heck. If it's not just somebody playing with the camera, and I don't believe it is. If that's a pulsating sun, that's a disturbing image, very disturbing. We've been seeing this from Hawaii from other photographers. This is kind of real-time Australia, and again, this is just kind of confirming that orb that we keep seeing in the Perth and other areas. But anyway, just wanted to show you this. It's just a kind of an interesting real-time photograph here on, well, it's May 27th, 7:21 a.m. there in Australia. This email was sent to me in response to the sun tilting videos and observations that Wayne and I have been doing lately, and everybody's been really participating in and having a lot of great discussion on. But here it is, I'll just read it. I have posted a comment about my observations that I took of the same sunspot when it came around the first time back in early April. I have a small telescope with an infrared filter on it so I can look at the sun. What I noticed and photographed, badly as my cell held up to the scope, was that the sunspot was in one location and then to the sun in the North Pole location. And the next day, AM showed the sunspot back at the 9 o'clock position again. So this is just more corroborating evidence that we're seeing this phenomenon. And here's an amateur astronomer looking at the sun, seeing a similar thing to what we were seeing with, with Wayne's observation. Very interesting. Here's one we missed from the 21st. Check this out. So we were noticing that there was actually a sun that was setting in the morning on webcams to Mexico. So check it out at 5:41, and then 5:45 it seems to be lowering. 5:46 it's lowering. 5:48 it's disappearing behind the cloud. Disappearing behind the cloud. 5:51, 5:52, 5:55, 5:57. Then it comes down some more at 6:01, and then it goes down 6:03, and then it hangs at the top of the volcano, and then it disappears. And I just showed you a sun setting at 6:19 a.m. in the morning. How do you like those apples? Hi everybody, just want to leave you with a couple of final thoughts. We're seeing a great corroboration and a great intensity increase in the amount of events and intensity of events and frequency of weather events, celestial observations, and other things that would lead me to believe that things are accelerating at a great pace. It might be a good time for all of us just to sit down for a second and take a breath. Take stock of what's going on, and living in the present moment is very critical. Enjoying every moment that we have with each other, enjoying every drink of water, enjoying every glass of wine, enjoying every moment of peace, every moment of love. Enjoy those things now. And then the second thing I would say to you is to prepare yourself spiritually and ground yourself for the things that are coming. And what I mean by that specifically is you need to have a relationship with the divine. You have to have a relationship with what we call God. And that relationship comes through Jesus Christ. That's the way it came for me. Because he was the God that showed me that God totally has a peace agreement. He has no animosity towards me. He is absolutely on my side, and he is in my corner. And I just wanted to lay out that message that he's in all of our corners. And if we come to him, we can get